Before we understand what surgeries we can do in gynecology, I must also clear some myth. Robotic surgery by name means there is some robot, but there is no robot. It is a computer assisted surgery. So the surgery is as good as the surgeon. So the surgeon's technical knowledge gets extrapolated by this computer enhanced technology to be able to do the surgery. So there is no robot, there is nothing automatic going on. It is the surgeon who is performing your surgery. So that myth, I suppose, should be not entertained in anybody's mind. For women in gynecology, the commonest surgery we do is basically for fibroid uteruses, where we remove the fibroid and save the uterus for young women who are wanting to get pregnant. We do surgeries for patients who have problem of endometriosis, which is a chronic inflammatory problem which affects your ovaries, uterus, pelvis, giving you chronic pain, infertility. We also do complex hysterectomies, which are difficult to perform otherwise. We do cancer surgeries for cancer of the uterus, cancer of the mouth of the uterus, and so on and so forth. We do surgeries for patients who have urinary leakage, and that is the kind of surgery for fistulas and things like that we do. We can also do for some of the prolapse kind of problems that the women have. So there are various problems in women on gynecological issues that they have can be performed by robotics today. Any surgery that a woman needs today can be done robotically. And it is the women's prerogative to be able to get access, to be able to have their surgery by keyhole surgeries. There is no need, or there is really no requirement for any woman to be undergoing operative surgery which is open in nature today. We have technology, we have skills, and especially at Apollo hospitals across the country, we have enough technology and skills to be able to help women to have minimal access surgery, and that's what we have today also been talking as a fast track surgery. Now today with this COVID times, we have also understood the importance of telemedicine. So what we are offering to women today is a kind of fast track surgery where we do most of the counseling and talking to the patient on a telemedicine platform. So video consultation to understand the patient's problem, to look into her reports, make a decision whether she needs a surgery or she doesn't need a surgery. And then the patient is actually asked to come for a physical consult where the patient is examined, a final decision is made, patient is examined by the surgeon, by the anesthetist, all the paperwork is done, and the patient is sent home. The patient then finally comes on the day of surgery, gets the surgery done, most often goes home the same evening or maximum the next morning. So that is, we are addressing to the fear of women of not being away, of being away from their family when they are advised a surgery. So today we are able to, with our telemedicine platform, with our platform of doing all this higher technology service, with Apollo Home Care, which can actually also give them a home care assistance if they need later on, we are able to manage patients at their home front with the cutting edge technology. There is no age restriction. So even for elderly women, for obese women, these are some of the women where we would electively advise this type of surgery. Mainly because they have very quick recovery. They don't need to be lying on the bed for too long, and that's the advantage. Awareness regarding, I would take an example of a very simple problem called dysmenorrhea, and that is painful periods. Now, painful periods can affect women who are 16 and 17 years old to 50 years old. But when they are young, most often it is brushed aside saying it is part of growing up, it will go away after some time. But one must remember, a dysmenorrhea which is incapacitating can be a clue to an underlying disease, and that disease is what we call as endometriosis. It is seen on an average that 1 in 10 women suffer from endometriosis. There are about 25 million women in this world who suffer from endometriosis. This is such a common problem that women take about 6 physician visits to be able to come to a right place where a diagnosis is made. Often about 5 to 6 years of their life or their disease process is wasted before their diagnosis of endometriosis is made. So awareness about the disease is much more important to be given in the society, and then when they understand that the disease requires medical help, and if that medical help is in the form of surgery, we would like to address this to the women of this country, that all gynecological surgeries today can be addressed by minimal access surgery may it be laparoscopy, may it be robotics, depending upon your disease process, depending upon the severity of disease process. Very rarely you would need an open surgery. So that is something the women of this country need to understand and look for when they need a treatment, especially surgically. At the moment, robotic surgery is offered for that are complex and critical surgeries, because we also have technology and skill to do laparoscopic surgeries. So many surgeries today, both laparoscopy and robotic today complement each other. They don't substitute each other. So it's a complementary product here which actually complements the severity of the problem. So if there is a very complex problem which is maybe difficult to handle by laparoscopy, we offer them robotic surgery. So robotic surgery is gaining acceptance because complex problems are the ones we handle here at Apollo hospitals very often.